Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen. CIG have posted a sort of what's happening this month of February in Star Citizen, and we have just had a very exciting week from the return of Star Citizen's various shows like Inside Star Citizen Live. So let's summarize what's going on. In Alpha 3.22a, which is the live build of the game at the moment, the Siege of Orison is playing out, and that ends on the 5th of February at 8 PM UTC. So if you want to get involved with that dynamic event, jump in now. Play it, you haven't got long, and there's associated ship sale as well with that. There's a Alpha 3.22.1 PTU patch in testing as well that has a variety of tweaks and fixes, but also this is likely going to be containing things like Quarter More, Red Festival, and the free fly updates that we're going to be getting, and I'll talk about that in a second. And Alpha 3.23, the next major patch, is in EVOCATI testing. There's a lot going on throughout February that Cloud Imperium have basically dropped us a big info dump on. CIG is continuing their Bar Citizen World Tour. They're going to be attending various Bar Citizens throughout the year. They just attended one in Barcelona. I believe also one they're going to be attending is one that I'm attending in Manchester at the Brewdog Doghouse on the 2nd of March 2024. Hope to see some of you there. There's Quarter More 2954. So this is Star Citizen Valentine's Day, basically. It'll start somewhere between the sort of 9th and 14th of February. So Cloud Imperium said, Quarter More, love is in the air. Our Valentine's Day equivalent returns to Star Citizen this year with some exciting new additions that are sure to win your heart. Participate in our screenshot contest by showing us where you would all take your date in the verse, and you could win a vehicle that you'll absolutely adore. So typically you'll see some ship skins that are sort of pink and purple and Quarter More themed, and a little mini ship sale. It's one of the times you can grab the Hornet Heartseeker, which Sin has but does not like. She's just not a fan of its loadout at the moment. Currently, at least, the Red Festival, Lunar New Year. Cloud Imperium say, we are saying goodbye to 2023 and starting 2024 with a fresh adventure at the Red Festival 2954. As is tradition throughout the UEE, the Banu have hidden red envelopes across Stanton and are offering a variety of red and gold ship paints to tempt good fortune in the coming year. It'll be the year of the dog in Star Citizen, so expect to see some flair to match. You can expect this to start around the 10th to the 25th of February because it sort of mirrors the in-world Chinese New Year. Red and golden auspicious ships for sale, and sort of you'll see a variety of skins and ships that you can grab. During the festival as well, though, this year there is going to be a free fly event, so all players can get some additional ship access, and anyone can try Star Citizen for free and get access to those ships as well. So yeah, that's going to be active during the Red Festival. And what ships are we going to get? Well, it looks like we're getting a Nomad, a 100i, a Scorpius, a 400i, and a Prospector all to try. Shame there's not a Vulture in there. I think that would have been really nice to give sort of a full range of Star Citizens kind of stuff that you can do in the game now. But maybe there will be. The only source I have of information on exactly what ships we're getting for that is just a picture that accompanied the post about the free fly. But wait, there's more. There's also an additional referral bonus scheme going on at that free fly. So if you recruit someone and they buy a game package during that period, you'll both get a Drake Dragonfly and Red Alert armor set. This also comes with a shotgun as well. It's cool little stuff, little extras that you can get for recruiting people. I believe you can only get one set of that during that referral period. You can't get it sort of like multiple times for recruiting multiple people during that time. The Jumptown dynamic event is also going to be running later this month too. I am really looking forward to Jumptown after we get Alpha 3.23 in, and maybe a bit of netcode refinement, or at least fixes to the invis problems and desync and stuff like that. And I mean, they're making progress there for sure, but with a high octane, quite aggressive PvP orientated event, I don't want like mega jank. I want the improvements that 3.23 bring, and I just need a bit more of a refined experience when it comes to netcode and prediction actually hitting. Certainly be interesting to see the feedback that comes off this run of it, though. We just had an awesome amount of information coming from CIG as well, with the return of their weekly development-focused shows. This is actually some of the most important and exciting information to come out of CIG, because this is going to be in a patch that's in our hands in the not-too-distant future. So, in Inside Star Citizen Live, they focus on Alpha 3.23, that next major patch, and boy, oh boy, was it worth the wait. Squadron 42 refined features are starting to turn up, basically, is what's going on here. They're going to start turning up in the persistent universe, and yeah, they showed off EVA, so updates to EVA. Basically, you're going to be flying through space like Iron Man, and it's going to be a significantly less clunky experience. They've improved the animations, rotations, camera, movement. You're being propelled by your EVA suit or a pack. Eventually, you'll be able to actually change up what sort of EVA suits and packs you've got, and they'll have different sort of power and fuel and all that sort of stuff. And eventually, they'll require fuel, which will be, limiting your movement in space and make you want to use push and pull, which push and pull aren't in 3.23, but they will be in the near future. They talked about player interaction as well. Big overhaul here. Basically, it's going to be easier to select and interact with objects and customize your defaults, have a much more sort of intuitive experience when it comes to grabbing objects. You're going to have a quick looting system. Not fiddly anymore. Much more sort of just bam, wham, gamified experience rather than sort of very slow and clunky. There's also a ton of other features planned for 3.23. They talked about new character customizer. So this has got an updated UI. It's got more heads, hair, facial hair, DNA sculpting, and makeup that you can all choose. Make your character look much more interesting. I believe this is also going out to NPCs as well, so you'll see much more diversity in NPCs. There are a load of FPS updates, and with reloading, you can repool ammo, sort of condense your ammo into magazines. There's dynamic crosshairs. Eventually, this is going to be only for combat helmets. There are visor and HUD updates, including an FPS compass and mini-maps, with a load of the ships and landing zones being added to the sort of mini-map system here. But there will be more to come in the future. There's a new star map as well. So this is a functional, much better looking, ergonomic star map, including search functions, and it should just work. It's got a little bit of magnetism, so you can actually sort of select zones more easily. It's one of the most important things to actually have in Star Citizen, a functional star map that allows you to travel around the verse in this space game. There are distribution centers, which are landing zones with a ton of mission content and a load of stuff to do there. Also, these are part of the sort of massive underground networks, but they're sort of the more above ground part of them. Different organizations will have these different sort of brands and archetypes will be here, different types of mission based on the type of one you go to. There are a load of ship, flight, and combat updates. Master modes are here with a clear sort of distinction between nav and SCM modes. Either you're traveling fast and quantum traveling in your nav mode, or you're ready for combat and or industry in your sort of normal operations in SCM mode. Most weapon hardpoints are becoming gimbals, which is going to be good for standardization of the game. It's not all weapons are becoming gimbals, not the railgun on the Idris, stuff like that. There is precision targeting as well, giving you a toggleable zoom mode for more precision in actually hitting what you want on a target. Obviously very good in the future when we're targeting sort of larger ship systems. There are a load of balance changes. There are new missions. There's the blockade runner mission, for example, a massive Xenothreat update, which some of will potentially roll out before Alpha 3.23 and then into 3.23. There are economy updates, changing a ton of prices of vehicles, ships, armor, all that sort of stuff, and giving the universe economy a bit more bite is the idea there. There's a new shopping app, cargo updates, and persistent hangars and freight elevators. So this is quite exciting for a lot of people. We also saw in a sneak peek a freight elevator at an outpost on the surface of a planet or moon without a hangar. So this is interesting because I suppose it makes sense that you're going to be able to land on landing pads at outposts and be able to buy and sell commodities there, and they will follow the same rules as everywhere else in the verse, which is you have to load the sort of cargo from your ship into the cargo elevator, and that sort of puts it into that landing zone. Then you could sell it, or if you've bought it at that landing zone, you call it up in the cargo elevator, then load it onto your ship. This also allows you to load up and put into storage vehicles as well, so you can bring them onto your ship. This is very cool for cargo management. Eventually, I'm expecting that there are sort of more automated procedures that you can do, but you'd have to pay for, because you're like, ugh, I am not unloading my Hercules C2. I want the sort of facilities to do it. The station here can do it. I'm going to pay them to do it. There's going to be times and costs associated with that, obviously. But until then, now you can do it manually. Boom! That's it for your Star Citizen news update. You can expect a load of more stuff next week with more Inside Star Citizen and Star Citizen live shows. Load of that content we talked about, like the potentially Red Festival and even Quarter More happening next week, maybe. That 3.22.1 patch in the works. Oh, what an exciting time after such a massive drought for January. Yeah, it was really, really great to see all that Alpha 3.23 sort of feature update stuff and plans for this patch are absolutely fantastic. This is a massive patch with a huge amount of core refined features in it. It's not just quality of life. It adds to quality of life, but it is these really refined features. And I'm really interested to know your thoughts on this. What are you most looking forward to for Alpha 3.23? Are you looking forward to Jumptown and Court Moor, Red Festival, anything like that? Are you hoping a different feature makes it into 3.23? Because obviously it wasn't an exhaustive list. Cloud Imperium are saying there's some secrets there and some stuff they're just not ready to show. But whatever your thoughts or questions are, I would love to hear from you in the comments below. People always ask me, what's your favorite ship? And I always answer, it's NordVPN with its powerful loadout. It wrecks pros and noobs alike. I can cruise around the verse with the added security that online threats aren't as much of a big deal. It also deals with intrusive ads like this one and gives you a greater accessibility to content you may want to watch on other platforms. I can watch Japanese Netflix. Is that even a thing? Maybe. You can find out with NordVPN. It is worth mentioning that CIG and Star Citizen don't actually produce a NordVPN ship yet, but NordVPN is available separately from the links below, and clicking those does help me buy spaceships, so it's basically the same thing, right? Go to nordvpn.com/BoredGamer. Get Nord, give ships. I don't know. That's an amazing promo. Every month, we give away a ship for Star Citizen. For February 2024, we're giving away a Drake Corsair Explorer with lifetime insurance and a game package. Everything you need to play and explore Star Citizen in style. All you need to do to be in for a chance of winning that is comment on any of my videos made during this month. It is as easy as that. More details in the comments below. A massive thank you to everyone that goes the extra mile in supporting the channel. It is with your support we are able to make daily Star Citizen videos. If you want to be one of those lovely people, then please check out the join button under my videos. That will help you become a channel member. There's Patreon, there's direct donations. All the links for all of that are down below. But there are loads of non-monetary ways you can help support us. Commenting, sharing, liking, all of that sort of stuff goes a huge way in helping the channel grow. Thank you so much for watching to the end, and you have a great day.